good, everyone? My name's Brett, and welcome to this week's episode of Weed History, the YouTube channel dedicated to the origins, history, and story behind all aspects of cannabis culture. Today on Weed History, we're going to talk about bongs. For anyone that doesn't know, bongs, also known as water pipes when being used for tobacco or anytime you walk into a head shop for some reason, are smoking pipes that use water as a filtration device similar to a hookah. The herb is placed in the bowl and then ignited, and then the user inhales from the top. Smoke passes through the water and is filtered and cooled, making the hit far smoother than just a regular pipe or joint. While still inhaling, the user removes the bowl from the bong, breaking the suction vacuum and drawing the smoke into the lungs, where it's processed, and then, finally, you get high. But where did the first bong come from? For that answer, we'll need to look to archaeology. Smoking cannabis has been around in ritual cultures of ancient societies for literally thousands of years, so it comes as no surprise that the first bong would be an artifact of one of those ancient civilizations. In 2015, an article was published that outlined an excavation in the Caucasus mountain region of northern Russia that was intent on finding the remains of ancient Scythians. Hailing from northern India, the Scythia were a nomadic people whose culture dates all the way back to 3000 BC. They were the first people in human history to domesticate the horse, and as such became extremely adept riders. Though they never settled in one place, at its height the Scythian Empire reached from the Black Sea across Siberia to the borders of China, essentially stretching from modern-day Ukraine to Mongolia. To put it simply, these people loved raiding, and they loved a good party after too. Think Dothraki from Game of Thrones. The only written accounts of Scythians are from historians from other ancient societies such as Greece or Persia, as the Scythians didn't develop a written language of their own. Greek historian Herodotus noted that the Scythians loved for wine and a plant they called soma or huamo, which, when burned, created a smoke that, quote, no Grecan vapor bath can surpass. Transported by the vapor, they shout aloud. It wasn't until 2015 that this plant was confirmed to be cannabis, however. Starting in the summer of 2013, Stavropol-based archaeologist Andrei Belinsky began excavating a kurgan, or Scythian camp, to clear way for a power line project in southern Russia. The team was surprised to find, you guessed it, a bong. But this was no ordinary ancient smoking device. The bong found in southern Russia was over 2,400 years old and made from pure gold. Inside the golden Scythian bong was a black residue, which, once tested, came back positive for both opium and cannabis. Coincidentally, same thing happened when I got pulled over 2 years ago, but that's fine. Archaeologists reason the Scythians used such smoking devices for ritual ceremony, both to prepare for a battle and to celebrate a victory. The findings of the study were subsequently published in National Geographic in 2015, and the bong has since been confirmed as the oldest ever found. Bongs as we know them today, however, originated from Africa. Marijuana was first cultivated by the aforementioned Scythian people, and the plant permeated through northern Indian culture. From there, it spread along trade routes in Africa, and then eventually via the Silk Road to China. Bongs made of stone and clay that closely resemble modern water pipes have been found in Africa as early as 1100 CE. Interestingly though, the word bong is not African, but is instead derived from the Thai word buang, that's B-A-U-N-G, which refers to a cylindrical wooden tube, pipe, or container cut from bamboo. The same word is used to refer to the bong as a smoking device for cannabis in Thailand as well. Now, ancient bongs aside, it wasn't until 1993 that the modern all-glass bong was invented by glassblower Cameron Tower in Seattle, Washington. Tower learned the technique from his mentor, Bob Snodgrass. Snodgrass had previously been a lamp worker but quit his job in the 70s to join scores of other deadheads and followed the Grateful Dead across the country throughout the 70s and 80s, aka my dream. In the 90s, he settled in Eugene, Oregon, which is where he took Tower under his wing. Together, they developed and popularized many of the glass designs we see in head shops today. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Links to all the sources are in the description. Be sure to spark up today and remember to like the video, toss suggestions for future videos in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. We put out new original weed content every week. Weed History out.